What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Just, back in another video. This is your one-stop shop for anime and manga. Let's get into it. I want to start by saying thank you to everyone for subscribing. If you're new here and you like my content, you like what I'm doing, get to subscribing, leaving a like, hit the bell so I don't post another video, follow me on Twitter, links gonna be in the description. What's up, y'all? So today we're going to be doing my manga haul for the month of January. This one is coming in a little bit more on the early side because I've been messing with that flu. It's been kicking my ass like I owe it money for the past month. So I picked up some stuff online and I think that's it. I don't think I'm going to go pick up any more manga this month. So if my voice sounds a little crazy, I apologize. I'm still struggling with this flu right now. But we're going to get into my manga haul so we can see what I picked up. I did pick up some good stuff. I enjoyed what I picked up. I can't wait to get in and read it. So the first thing I picked up was more of Baki. So I picked up Baki Volume 7 and Baki Volume 8. I'm super excited for Baki. I mean, just the build quality on these volumes is incredible. Kodama, they on some type of drug. Whatever they on, I want it because they just pumping out volumes. I think they're pumping out 2 volumes a month of Baki, which I'm super excited for. So if you guys don't know, if you've never heard of Baki, never seen it, I do highly recommend checking out the anime. Now, the Baki manga that Kodama is releasing right now actually does not cover the anime that's on, I think it's on Netflix. It doesn't cover that. So this is basically the prequel of the entire series. So if you've watched Baki, I'm going to give you a slight, or if you haven't, I'm going to give you a slight spoiler. The first Baki series on Netflix, it starts with what I call I don't know the official name, but I call it the inmate arc. That's where the inmates, they break out of jail and they come to Japan to try and fight Baki and his crew. So basically, all his crew and everyone, this is their backstory with the prequel, essentially. So this is like the first series. So as far as I know, I'm not too familiar. Baki's broken up similar to like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, where every like big section's a different part. But unlike JoJo, they actually do flow into each other. So after this one, it is then the inmate arc. Then it goes to what I think like maybe the Raitai tournament, and then after that, I think he goes to jail to fight, and then Pickle, and then he fought. I think that's like the timeline. I might be completely off, but I absolutely love Baki. It's so much fun. I've actually never read or watched the original series, so I'm super excited for this. And again, if you don't know, Kodama actually, they do dust covers in their manga, which I absolutely love because it makes me feel like I'm actually reading Japanese volumes, because Japanese volumes, they always come with dust jackets. So I absolutely love it. I can't wait to just keep picking this up. I fully committed at this point, and I'm going to keep going for the rest of Baki. Hopefully they do everything. After Baki, I picked up Omniscient Viewpoint Volume 9. I really do enjoy this series. I think it's so much fun. This one really needs an anime. I don't think there's an anime out right now. So Omniscient Viewpoint, it's hard to describe without giving it spoilers, because the series, essentially the plot and premise is an entire spoiler basically. But the gist of it is that the main character, he is reading this light novel, and he ends up being the only one who's reading it because it's been releasing chapters weekly, I think for 10 years, and people just like stop reading it and whatnot. Once he finished it, the actual world, the real world, turned into the light novel that he was reading. So now he has the ability, which is the Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, yeah, that. And he actually knows what goes on in the story. So now he is trying to basically survive all of the different challenges and make it to the end of the light novel and basically find out who's even created this world. How did this even happen? Because that's a big mystery. No one knows how this world became like that. It's almost like it was like a trial run, and then people don't even know themselves how this happened. And the crazy part is you have characters that were in the light novel he was reading who are now in the real world, and they think they just lived the entire time, when no, they were just created out of nowhere, literally at the snap of a hat. So it's insane. I always recommend everyone to just read the first volume. If you like the first volume, you're probably going to continue to like the series. As of right now, I'm really enjoying it. This is volume 9. I have not read this one online. It is on the Webtoon app. I just want to read the physicals because I just enjoy waiting and seeing what comes next. Of course, Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint is not the only manhwa that I am reading. I am also reading the famous Solo Leveling. So this is Solo Leveling Volume 14. I had to pick this up. I think we're almost done with the series up to here. We're almost there. It's so sad that the Solo Leveling anime is not gonna have another season until I think they said 2028. I don't know how true that one is, but I feel for people. I highly recommend everyone just, you know what, if you're gonna wait that long, you might as well just pick up the volumes. It's so much fun. The series only just begun. So for everyone that has only watched the anime, I want to put you on. Solo Leveling, everything that you saw for those first 2 seasons is essentially a prologue. It's just him getting his powers, learning how to use his powers, learning what to do. The actual plot and meat of the series hasn't even begun yet. You guys don't even know what you're in for, and it's super exciting. The plot is very, very good. The ending is a little miss for me. It can get a little bit confusing, but what ending isn't nowadays, especially like with shonen? I highly recommend everyone just pick up the manga. It's so much better, I think, in my way. They don't get me wrong, they did an amazing job with the anime adaptation. They changed some stuff up for the better though, which I do like when anime studios do that. If they change things up, make it better, and they definitely hit on that mark. But do you really want to wait 2028? At that point, for me, I would have started reading the series if I'd never read it before, because I can't wait that long. I forget what the hell happens after a few years. Like, I need at least 2 years at minimum. Like, no, maximum, I mean 2 years to release something. I think Jobless Reincarnation just got announced that's going to come out in July. I need to rewatch like probably the last half of Jobless Reincarnation. I forgot everything, so, but that's besides the point. Next, we have one of my favorite just volume colors, and that's Initial D Volume 8. I absolutely love the Initial D colors, not even the covers, the colors, because each volume cover is like a different weird pastel color. I absolutely love it. It looks so cool on the shelf when you have it lined up via the spine like that. So here's the omnibus for Initial D Volume 8. I really do love this series. Now currently I am a little bit behind on it. I'm a little bit behind on my manga in general. I need to start like knuckle down and read it. But for those of you that don't know, Initial D follows our main character, who is a simple tofu delivery driver. And his father taught him how to drive the car so he can make it up and down the mountain and deliver the tofu, because he has to deliver it normally like at 3-4 in the morning, so the shops can open and they have their fresh supply. Now he has friends that are street racers, and little do they know, he is actually Takumi, who's the main character. He is actually the greatest street racer there is, even though he's never raced, because his father was a menace going up and down that mountain, and now he taught everything he knows to Takumi. And the series follows Takumi's love and growth for enjoying the sport of street racing. And what I like about the series is that you don't have to know anything about cars. Me, I know absolutely nothing about street racing. I know nothing about cars. But this series really does hold your hand. It really does walk you through enough that, because you're building it through Takumi's eyes. You're reading it through his lens. So as he's learning these, verbiage, and he's learning these mechanics, and he's learning about street racing, we're also, as the reader, learning it as well, and we grow to love it with him. That's what I really do love about Initial D, is the fact that they can take a subject matter that normally you probably would need to be somewhat of, or at least into cars to really enjoy, and they make it accessible for everyone. I really do love that part about it. Next, we're up to my favorite physical release, and I absolutely love this series. You guys know how much I love it, and that's Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead. So here's volume 18, and I really do enjoy this series. It's just so much fun. It's so wacky, especially for someone like me. I normally don't really like comedy mangas. Normally it's not really my style, but for whatever reason, Zom 100 just hits every point for me. I absolutely just love it. It's so much fun just to read it. It does feel like it's going on a little bit too long, I'll be completely honest with y'all. If this goes past like volume, I want to say 25, I think anything past 25 is going to be just like, yeah, you may be dragging it a little bit. But as of right now, volume 18, it's insane. So if you don't know, the story follows Akira, who is basically a zombie working his like job. He gets out of college and he goes to work his job, and they just slave him away. I'm talking about he gets to go home one day after like 6 months, something, yeah, like something like that. So he's basically a zombie. He's not really living. And then one day out of nowhere, a zombie apocalypse breaks out, and he's just excited he doesn't have to go to work anymore. So he just spends the day chilling, relaxing, doing whatever he wants to do. You know, he actually goes and makes a beer run in the middle of the zombie apocalypse, just dodging and weaving all these damn zombies. So that's how the series starts. It eventually does grow into more of an adventure type of series where Akira meets, you know, he starts meeting his who are his become his friends, and they just start doing different things. They all are trying to complete the bucket list because everyone has things that they want to do, right? So they're all trying to complete these different bucket list tasks, and it's just an amazing adventure. And now we're up to the point where they're like, you know what, we probably need to find a way to cure this zombie apocalypse. So because they're really like the only ones moving around. Everyone else basically stood stationary or they left somewhere. They're the only ones that are really like moving around from place to place. So they took it upon themselves to try and cure this zombie apocalypse. So they're doing everything they can, trying to find some like scientists or trying to find something that can cure it. And that's where we are right now. And it's so much fun. You have no clue. For whatever reason, this series just hits. I don't know why. I can't really explain it, but I like the fact that it's wacky. It does not take itself seriously. It knows what it is. It's just a fun adventure action series about a zombie apocalypse, and that's it. Now we're up to my last pickup, and it's a series that I have grown to love very much. Especially, I think this is gonna make it into like my top 5 manga I've ever read at this point, and that is Wash It All Away. Here's volume 5. I absolutely love Wash It All Away. The anime just came out. I watched the anime and I could not just take away the smile from my face, especially that first episode. It gave me such Studio Ghibli vibes. For people that were always wondering what I mean when I say something about this series just gives you Studio Ghibli vibes, if you've watched, you know, Spirited Away, if you watched Howl's Moving Castle, if you watched My Neighbor Totoro, pretty much any of the Studio Ghibli movies, there's a specific tone that they have, and I don't know how this series captures it in manga, and they also captured it during the anime. I could not just stop smiling watching it. It was so much fun, and she didn't even do nothing. I was trying to put this on to my girl because she's not really a big fan of slice of life series, but she can deal with it depending on what's going on. But this one is way too mundane for her. Literally, the first episode, Kinmei, all she did was wash some clothes. That's it. But for whatever, it sounds wild, but you just gotta try. If not, you want to try the manga, definitely try the anime. It's wild why the series is just happy, relaxing. Like, just the tone of it is what really drives me anyway. And I do love the little mystery of the fact that Kinmei doesn't have memories past, I think, 2 years ago. So she's, you know, trying to, she's not even trying to get her memories back, actually. She's just living her life. She's like, well, my memory goes back 2 years. I don't care about nothing else. I'm focused on running my laundromat and running my business. And I absolutely love it. I can't just praise this enough. It's not for everyone, though. So as much as I praise it, as much as I love it personally, I can tell you this would not be for everyone. This is a very slow slice of life series. If that's not your speed, you're just going to despise it. You're going to hate this. I'm being completely honest. But maybe give it a try. This might be a slice of life that appeals to you. You never know. I feel I'm in the camp that there is a slice of life series for everyone, and you may only like one. But I think there is a slice of life series for everyone, no matter what type of genre you enjoy. So that was everything that I picked up here in the month of January. Now, in my head, I sound crazy. I hope, you know, I sound coherent enough on camera. I'm sorry, the flu is really just kicking my ass at this point. But that's everything that I picked up in the month of January. Let me know down in the comments what you guys are currently picking up. How did you start your new year? You know, did you read some new series? Did you pick up some new series, or are you just continuing on? Normally, nothing I picked up really was new. Everything was continuations, and I don't think I'm gonna pick up anything new at the moment for a while. Not unless it's more of like a shorter series, but that's besides the point. We'll cross that bridge when I get there. If you guys made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. You have no idea how much I really do enjoy this. If you're new here and you like my content and you like what I'm doing, consider subscribing, leaving a like, hit the bell so to post another video, and follow me on Twitter. Links are going to be in the description. This is your boy Just. I'm off this.